The final issue, and I think like maybe the issue that has the biggest impact for other Maine organizations and organizations across the country was, okay, so what about this conservation land? Like, is conservation a charitable use of property? And courts around the country are really like all over the place on that issue. Some say yes, some say no. And we had, so the town was arguing that Peace Ridge had to basically like open up this conservation land for public use in order to qualify for the exemption. And that was based on this Holbrook Island Sanctuary case, which is a beautiful sanctuary, by the way. I was there like 2 weeks ago, and it's really lovely. But in that case, the sanctuary did not get the exemption because the court found that it was a game preserve, and because it didn't allow hunting consistent with Maine public policy, it didn't qualify for the charitable exemption. Like, you have to be in line with Maine public policy in order to qualify for the charitable exemption. So some years after that, we had another case on that same issue called Francis Small Heritage Trust. And in that case, the law court essentially held that, hey, Maine actually has a public policy supporting land conservation, and cited to like all these statutes where Maine has the public policy, and especially when the land conservation is coupled with some sort of public benefit. So we made the argument that, number one, conservation by itself is enough, but number two, Peace Ridge is not only conserving the land, it's also using the land for its sanctuary activities. Like, there were like dog walking trails around the woods, and we had one of the humane agents testify that the animals who are brought in such distress need those woods as a quiet buffer for